the first podcast where we put ourselves first because if we don't, who will? Today we are having to talk about probably one of the most favorite topics whenever we discuss libido, lost and found, the desire, the desire that has a disappearing act sometimes. And let's talk about how to rediscover it again. Or maybe you're one of the lucky ones who have never lost it. But before I do that, let's check in. How are you doing? I love that
Doing
top.
good. Thank you. Well, yes, doing good. The sun is starting to set
It
because we just
is.
moved
Are
here
you
in
outside?
Spain. Yes, I'm outside. We just moved here in
Oh,
Spain, and I don't have my lighting, and I don't have an office yet. So I'm gonna build it soon, and our next podcast is gonna be there.
woohoo!
Next two, three,
That
yeah.
sounds exciting. I have actually had to do that in the space that I'm filming at right now. I am what do you call them? I put a lot of lights. I have like lights on the left, lights on the right. Actually, here, I want to try something
Nice.
on here. Let's see if it works. Tell me what you think. Come on. I didn't charge this one. See that?
Oh, wow, yeah. I like
Right.
it.
They're just tiny little lights. You should get them. They're pretty
I
cool.
will.
How's the
Yeah.
weather over there? Tell me about it.
Oh my gosh, it's lovely. It's lovely. Because at home, back in Canada, we were already going to like when you wake up in the morning, it's 1 or 0, and then goes to 8. But here it's just 25, 26, 27. It's beautiful. Celsius, in Fahrenheit, I'm not sure, but beautiful. I just love it. Yeah.
One on either Celsius or Fahrenheit sounds cold.
No, oh yes, exactly, right? Yeah, yeah. It's about time we moved. It's that time of the year. Snowbirds.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Over here, temperature started to drop in Fahrenheit. It's 74. I don't know the equivalent. I could
Mhm.
imagine it's probably, let's see, hot is like 40, right? I want to say we're
Yeah.
probably like in the 36,
Oh
36,
wow.
37.
That's cold already?
Well, it's not. It's
70.
nice. But me, I just freeze all the time, so I'm outside wearing a hoodie.
Oh. What's the temperature in
Yeah.
Fahrenheit there?
Well, earlier today I was outside and it was 51 and the high during the day goes to 74.
Okay, 74. It's not.
So what?
It's 23. It's nice.
Oh, oh, so it's the same as
23
you
degrees
then.
Celsius. Yes, almost. It's just a bit warmer here, but it's nice.
I don't know yeah, so I don't know the conversion, but
Me
72
too.
is actually beautiful. I'm just going to
It
tell you
is.
that for me, if you are used to like 100 degrees, which is where we were at in the summer,
I can
I'm
just
gonna wear a
imagine.
hoodie. But we just go to all the
You
extremes over
can't live in
here.
Canada. You're not gonna survive
I
there.
don't like, girl, I don't like snow.
Yeah, no, it's
I,
hard.
I've been seeing videos where people open their windows and the snow is still frozen after they open it. They kind of have to punch it out. I'm like, no, we're not doing any of that.
No, no. It's beautiful in Christmas though, but then that's it. For me at least.
Well,
Some
yeah, just
people
like the
love it.
song "Dreaming of." I can't. I cannot imagine having to go to work and you have to shovel your
Oh,
driveway so that you can get to work every day. I
yeah,
can't
no
do
time
that.
for that.
Having to put chains on your car. I'm not gonna be hugging my tires
No, no,
every
not for
day
me.
to get
Hmm.
to work.
Yeah.
It is not for me. I don't mind cold because I can control it, but all that,
The
it's
work.
too much trouble. Yes, it's too, I would say, you know what? I really should be grateful I work from home, so I don't I don't ever
Yeah,
have to need to
exactly.
do anything like that. But truthfully, what's gonna happen is that I because I work from home, I may never shovel snow in front of my yard, and so it's gonna get worse anyway. Anyways, going back to what we were talking about, libido dips during menopause and perimenopause and menopause are not unusual. But I do think people don't talk about it often enough because when people say, my libido is dipping, it kind of makes them feel inadequate. What do you think? Talk to me. What is your
My God.
experience?
You know what? I can just imagine, especially when you're like when you can't do it anymore. Because I know someone very dear to me, and she's a very good friend. So she's just recently had menopause. She's finally there, but then she hadn't had sex in a year, and it was hard for them. She has a very nice husband who was able to understand that. And what he said was, I understand that you're going through this, but I also want to know that you're gonna do something about it, because it's our way of connecting to our partners.
Yes,
So I can just understand how hard that must have been, like, for both of them, and especially if I was her, because I can imagine that to some women it would feel like sort of a failure. It happens to me. I'm 43 years old. Sometimes I do get dryness from down there, but then it's not yet to that point. But it's just there's a lot of factors going through our bodies during perimenopause and menopause. It's not just being dry down there, but it's because your body's going through a roller coaster of fluctuations in the hormones, and you feel cranky, you're just not in the mood, and you feel depressed or anxious. So all of those things, even if you're not down there, you're not gonna feel like you don't feel to have
absolutely.
intimacy, or right.
Yeah. And you don't feel beautiful. I mean,
Yeah,
hormones shift, right? Your estrogen drops, your testosterone drops, and so your stress level goes up,
belly
and
fat.
all of that kind of you get your belly fat. You just don't feel attractive inside or outside. And I can imagine. I'm so glad to hear though that your friend and her spouse or partner are actually communicating that with each other. Because I think you and I talked about this on a previous episode before. There have been instances where divorce kind of happens at this stage in life, and I'm pretty sure it has to do with the connection and the intimacy that gets lost as we go through this period. So,
100%.
right, the truth is we're not losing interest. It's I want to say it's kind of like our bodies recalibrating. And I think a lot of the times we really don't know what to do, or we don't know how to address it. And that's kind of when it becomes a little bit problematic. And so out of that, you start to become disconnected emotionally, you're fatigued, and resentment builds.
Yeah.
And then that's when everything starts to crumble because resentment starts to build. And like I said, I'm really excited that your friend and her partner were actually talking about it, because what happens is we don't like to talk about it because of the shame that is associated with it, right? And everybody feels it. So I really don't, I mean, I shouldn't really say I don't understand why people don't like talking about it, but I can see how people would see discomfort in having those types of conversations. That's kind of sad. And like I said, it's not unusual. And so once again, going back to communication, let's talk about it even more. So let's talk solutions outside of your friend talking and communicating everything with her partner. Is there anything else that she did differently? Is there anything you did differently? What have you found? What solution have you found that worked for you?
Well, for me, first, because my problem was I was very anxious at the beginning. And then I was always tired. I wake up tired and I couldn't work out anymore. I was just always tired. And therefore, I am moody and I have less patience. So that absolutely didn't help with my connection with my husband. And so that's when, because I didn't understand, it all happened to my body and I have no idea why it was happening. And that's when I found solutions. Number one, I dialed in my nutrition, and then I just researched the best natural supplements that would help for that, because I really want to go natural at first. And then I added hormone replacement therapy. And right now I could say I'm in a happy place. I'm happy where I am now because I'm not tired. It's amazing. It's like I'm a new person ever since I dialed in my nutrition and my natural supplements. It's amazing. I have no words. I'm just really happy where I am, and I hope it goes
I
on
love
like that for,
that.
yeah.
I
And
love that.
my friend, I think she's working with her doctor, and I think they are tweaking her hormones a little bit, and she said that she's interested to take some testosterone. I haven't researched on that avenue yet, but I think they are working on it, and there is definitely hope as long as you know that you. First of all, you have to
Yeah.
admit that you need help, because it's not just you, it's your partner, it's your family. And I can imagine it's also hard for the men, because at that age, if, for example, you're the same age as your husband, you're 50, 51, and then your husband, we all know that men at that age, they're still rocking it, right? Most of them. And their testosterone is a gradual dip, not like in menopause. It's like a stiff downhill.
Yeah.
So them, when they're playing golf with their friends, they talk about sex. And can you just
Yeah.
imagine the partner who doesn't have sex
Oh,
anymore
yeah.
because the woman cannot? Must be hard for them too. So this is really something important that we should, give priority
Yeah.
to.
Multiple feelings. I mean, rejection, you know, feeling unattractive. And of course, if your partner does not want to be intimate with you, I'm pretty sure it impacts the men too, because they might think that, their partner doesn't find them attractive anymore. But
Yeah.
one thing you said that kind of hits a spot with me is you said they were tweaking her medication. Now, I think very many people out there think, oh, you're going to go on hormone replacement therapy, you're going to go on progesterone, you're going to go all, whatever else, you're going to go on the patch and everything else. I think a lot of people think when you go into your full on HRT, it'll just fix it. And I think
No.
what they don't understand is you actually go through different calibrations, different doses, because you cannot, like the patch, for example, you can't go on it right away and just go on the highest dose. You have to work
Exactly.
your way up towards it. And I think people don't understand that. For me personally, I'm going to tell you, I started to build a better understanding after I started to go on the patch. I worked my way up. I'm actually at, I think, point 0.1 now. I can't remember. But I started at 0.025 and then 0.05 and like just worked my way up. Yeah. So yeah, I really love that you said tweaking, because definitely it's not a one shot deal. You're gonna go through it. You're gonna go trial and error and test and more test, and you're gonna go. There was a time where I was going for blood work once a month because they were checking for all of that, and
Yeah.
definitely, I mean, hormone imbalance is fixable. We know this, and the other thing that I think we need to also not forget to touch on is that prioritize yourself. Go to sleep, go to a spa, take care of yourself, because when you feel taken care of, and this should not only rely on your partner taking care of you. When you feel taken care of, it kind of fuels desire because you feel good, right? And so I think that's one of the few things that, not very many people talk about. It's kind of a whole cocktail of things that you need to do also. You can't just sit there and basically, oh my God, my libido's dead and I quit. It really shouldn't be that way. You need to
Yeah.
be better at kind of advocating for yourself and taking care of yourself. And so all of these together. And then obviously you have your things that you can buy at the store, your natural lubricants and medical support and whatever else you need. But the one thing that I think people also forget to do is that we kind of build some form of complacency in the relationship,
Yeah.
especially people who've been married for a very long time, been together for a very long time. What's up happening is they've been complacent because they've built a routine. And I think what a lot of couples forget to do is that intimacy takes a lot of work in and outside of the bedroom. It's,
True.
it's not just what you do inside the bedroom. It's also what you do outside of the bedroom that kind of builds towards that. And while it does take a lot of work, it is what you need so that you can get out of this rut that you are in right now.
100%.
Speaking of which, right, tips. Do you have any tips? I saw this tip. Tell me what you think about it. Somebody said you should schedule intimacy. And I'm like, I kind of don't want to go in a calendar.
Me too. Me too. I don't think that's for me though.
But it might work for other people. It was
Yeah,
just kind of
absolutely.
weird.
For sure. Like
Yeah.
scheduling a date night, and if you schedule that and your phone is off and you're just there to connect
Yes.
and focus with your partner, that would help. I'm sure that's going to develop,
Yes. Yes.
intimacy.
Definitely a date night. I'm down for a date night.
Definitely.
I have a thing where I feel like I need to end my week, like if I had a long work week, I kind of want to end my week going out to dinner on Fridays and that type of stuff. And that
Yeah.
definitely helps. I also read, and this is something I read because I cannot tell you that I necessarily agree, to reduce alcohol because alcohol dulls desire, and I don't 1000% agree with that.
We love our red wine.
We do. But definitely exercise. You and I both. You're better at exercise than I am. I'm trying to get back into. I'm trying to get back
Yes.
into a better routine with exercise.
Yes, it definitely helps a lot.
Yeah. Any other tips? What other tips do you have?
Well, just like you said, it's not just when you're perimenopausal or menopausal. Communication. You just have to talk to her. Like a while ago, we were hanging out by the pool, and my husband told me, "Hey, hey, mommy." He calls me mommy. Can we have an agreement that on Sunday afternoons you're gonna be off your phone and we're just gonna spend time together? So those things and compromise. Okay, I'm really sorry about that because I thought you were doing something and I just was just working on content or something.
Okay. That's
And
cute.
I think
I
it's a
love
small
that.
thing, yeah, right? Small things, and then but you just have to talk about it and be comfortable with being open and vulnerable.
Tell him I'm sorry I took your time after 7.
Oh no, no, this one is it's the morning
You
thing, and
blocked
that
it.
this is blocked,
Oh,
and he
got it.
knows that. I'm lucky that he's very supportive. Yeah.
We should be very lucky that he's very supportive. I love that.
Yes. Yeah.
This sounds so simple to say, but I think this is one thing that we also need to discuss is that we need to focus on connection instead of performance. People
Absolutely.
forget,
True.
right?
Yeah.
Focus on the connection that you have instead of performing. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
It's gonna
lots
follow.
of tips out there. Yeah, and honestly, I think at this, all of us go through shifts, right? We've been adults and we've been doing this for many years of our lives. What felt good before may not be the same today. So open to exploration. Check
Yeah.
out maybe your tastes have changed, and that's probably something that you need to explore and check out.
True.
Yep. Me first moment. What is your me first moment?
Well, I haven't had much me first moment, but I guess I could call it me first moment. I started to because I cannot be taking my stuff from Canada and bringing them here all the time. So I started to shop. Retail therapy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to build my
Feel good
wardrobe
about
here.
yourself.
Yeah,
I
that
like
felt
that
good.
because it's different weather,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That absolutely works. Actually, you know what? My me first moment has to do with our topic today. Obviously, in our culture, we're not very vocal on the things that we enjoy, what we like and what we don't like.
True.
And as late as it is in my life, I'm still learning to speak for myself and say what I like and what I don't like. Like when you do that, I enjoy it. When you don't, when you do this, I don't enjoy it as much.
That's
And
nice.
it's a big deal. It's a big deal because
It
in
is.
our culture, we're very
It
conservative. We don't
is.
talk about these things.
Yeah.
So that kind of feels a little bit empowering to me, and
Yes. Right? I can
it
imagine.
feels good. Yes.
Yeah.
We all need to kind of remember desire can change, but it can also, it may leave momentarily, but it can
Yeah.
also come back.
Yes.
Anyways, we have reached the end of our episode. Like I said, desire can change, but it can also return. And your worth and attractiveness should not be tied to your libido. I think that's very important. And that's kind of what we want to leave everybody with. As
Yeah.
always, tag the Me First podcast. follow us, be part of the Me First movement, and subscribe to this podcast. We come out every week, every Wednesdays at 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And follow us on all of these socials at the Awendra. We are on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And until then, we will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day.